Hi everyone, yet another interesting topic with you. It's argumentative essay. Here are a few writing guides. Before we move on to the writing guides, let us just first understand what argumentative essay is all about. Argumentative writing attempts to persuade someone of something by writing a convincing argument. Means you'll try your best to convince the reader through facts and evidences and make the reader believe in whatever you believe. How to write an argument? You need to choose a topic, and once the topic is chosen, you need to take a position. For example, television is a good source of information. Let us just try to understand this as the topic. Now, you take the position whether you believe in the fact that whether you believe in the statement given there, whether television is a good source of information. If you think yes, then you are going to take the position that yes, I am for the topic. And if you think that is the statement wrongly made, then you are going to write that I am against the topic. So that is your position. Now, once you take the stance or the position, whether you're going to go either for the topic or against it, you need to present facts and evidences as proofs to support your stance. And whenever you put across those evidences, it must always be logical. Whenever you write argumentative essay, there is no scope of your emotions being there. I'll go to that later on in this presentation. So when you are done with presenting your evidences, it is also very important for you to provide counter arguments. Now, what is this counter arguments? Dear, if you have already taken the stance that television is not a good source of information, then there are a lot of people who believe that television is a good source of information. So, in your counter argument, you are going to put across the general belief of the people, and you are not going to leave it just like that, because it is going to be contradictory to your own belief. Therefore, you are going to refute in the sense you are going to put across an evidence or evidences or the facts that will go against those general belief. Here also you need to come up with good evidences. Here is a general layout of any argumentative essay: introduction, body, and conclusion. So, what is the good way of writing introduction? We'll come to that. This is another outline with same features. Herein we come to discuss few things that will make our introduction quite strong and attractive. Let's see what are the do's and what are the don'ts. Whenever you introduce your topic in any argumentative writing, you must keep in your mind that your introduction must be very attractive to the readers. You must hook your readers. Introduce the topic, and you need to state its importance, the importance of the topic. And it's always good to provide a bit of background information about the topic. In don'ts, you should not put across your planning in the introduction, or though it is an argumentative writing, you must not start your arguments in the introductory part. Introduction is just to put across your stance, the topic and your stance. Okay, and the body part will actually comprise the evidences and facts to support your stance. It should not be very lengthy, it must be quite interesting and not boring. Now we'll come to few tips to write argumentative writing. The first one is transition phrases. This is the topic that we have touched before. The transitory words, if you remember, now here are a few transitory phrases. Now, if you read to express evidence to the contrary or change the line of reasoning. Now, here these phrases or words are very, very important when you put across the counter arguments. Okay? Since in argumentative writing, it is believed that our evidences or facts that we know should be put across in a very logical way. Therefore, it is very important for you to know the cause and effect. And these are the transitory words or phrases used in putting across or rather expressing the effects and causes. And here is a tip how to conclude your argumentative essay. I'm just going to read a few. Based on this study, it can be concluded that. So you can put the evidence and use the phrase given here and then come to certain conclusion. And this is very, very important. This is something that has been suggested from the board. It's expectation and instruction given from the ICAC. Argumentative composition. Here is an example that boarding schools are far better than day schools for the all-round education of a child. Express your views either for or against this statement. Views for or against the motion are to be accepted. The candidate should take a clear stand and give valid reasons for whatever stand he or she takes regarding the topic, either for or against the statement. Next is very important. Deduct up to 25% of the marks obtained if no clear stand is there. But be sure that no stand is taken before deducting. People often are confused in trying to understand between these two topics, persuasive writing and argumentative writing. Even though our main motive while writing argumentative essay will be to persuade the readers, but persuasive writing and argumentative writing are quite different from one another. Persuasive and argumentative, let's see. Persuasive uses personal thoughts, feelings and opinions to get points across, can use emotions to get point across, attempts to persuade the reader to change his or her mind or view and agree with the author, does not present opposing views, whereas in argumentative writing, it presents one side of an issue to the reader using facts, data and research. Must analyze informational text to generate a thesis statement. Must analyze informational text to address the counterclaim. And it's written with little bold letters, just the facts, please. No emotions. And this is all for argumentative essay. The further important points will be discussed in the classes that we conduct. Thank you, everyone.